Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. My name is Wumi Odumbaku. So if you are an old subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And if you are just joining us, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, like, comment and share so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. So today we are going to be learning how to draft the trendy boubou gown. So to draft the boubou gown, you are going to be needing the following measurements: your shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus your sleeve length. You understand me now? Shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus your sleeve length. Then you need your gown length as well. Shoulder to gown length, your desired gown length. Then you will need your shoulder to bust measurement. I'm assuming this is a small fabric. I'm just going to use it for this class. So shoulder measurement, I put it at 6 inches. So then your shoulder to waist here, let's assume is here. Then your shoulder to hip, let's assume is 12 inches or 13 inches. Is an assumption, please. So this cloth is a small cloth. I'm just going to use it for this class. So after taking all these measurements, then at your shoulder to ankle measurement or your gown length, you measure your hip circumference divided by 4. Let's assume our hip circumference divided by 4 is 24. So if 24 divided by 4, I have 6 inches here. I'll mark it here. I'll come to my hip line and mark it as well. You understand? I'll mark it as well. Then to know the amount of fabric to fold for this style, like I said, you measure from your let's assume this is your neck, the center of your neck here. Then you measure it to your shoulder. Let's assume this is your shoulder as well. Then from here you measure to your sleeve length. Do you understand me now? Measure to your sleeve length. That is the amount of fabric you are going to fold. Then you are going to fold it in 4 places. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me remind you, this gown doesn't have shoulder joining. You understand? It doesn't have shoulder joining. So after marking your shoulder to shoulder, your hip circumference divided by 4, then you add ease to it. Your hip circumference divided by 4. Let's assume the one I'm working with here is 24 inches. So 24 divided by 4, I mark it here. Then I will add ease to it. This is a small fabric. This is a small cloth, so I'm not going to, but you have to add 2 inches ease, or the amount of ease that you feel is enough for you. You have to add it to it. So I'm going to connect this now. Then you have to come up a little bit, or you can stop here. It depends on your preference. You can stop at your hip line, or you can bring it up a little bit. Then you are going to connect it like so to your sleeve. Then here you will have sleeve opening. Here you have sleeve opening. You have sleeve opening there. I hope you can see what I'm trying to do here. So you have your sleeve opening here. You can measure from your shoulder to here, maybe 10 inches or 11 inches. It depends on how wide you want your sleeve opening to be. You can make it 5. You can make it 7, 8. Depends on your preference. So after marking, I'm going to cut it out like so. I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to cut it out now. Then from there, we will continue the next thing to do. So this is it. Can you see it here? So this is our shoulder. Then you are going to draw a straight line from here straight up. Straight up like that. Then you mark, it depends on how you want that lap, how big you want it. If you want it to be bigger, you add more inches. But I believe 10 inches should be okay. So from your shoulder, this is your shoulder line. Can you see? This is my shoulder line here. From my neck to my shoulder, this is it here. Then from there you mark 10 inches away. You know, this is small fabric, so you mark 10 inches like so. So this is 10 inches. From here to here is 10 inches. Then you will mark it round like that. Make sure it touches all the fabric. Then this one, the neck width is 3 inches by 3. The neck width for the front is 3 inches. This is 3 inches by 3 inches. This is a small fabric, so I don't want to put the inches. I will just be telling you. So then the back will be 3 inches by 1 inch. Do you get it? 3 inches by 1 inch, or you can make it more bigger. You can add half inch to it to make it 3 inches for the width. Then, sorry, 3 inches, 3.5. Let's use 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches from the center to this place. 3.5 inches for both front and back. That is the width of your neck width. That is the neck width. Sorry, that's the neck width. 3.5 inches. Make it 3.5 inches. Okay. So then the back is 3.5 inches by 1 inch. The back will come down by 1 inch for the neck depth. Then for the front, you are going to be using 7 inches. Can you see it? So I'm going to cut that one out too. So that is it. So then you will now open up like so. You open it up, fold it in back. Then you will now cut your. Then you will cut out the front neck depth. So this is our front and back neck depth. I hope you understand the way I cut it. So that's our front and back neck depth. So this is the back, this is the front. That's how we are going to cut the neck. Take note of it. This is how the neck will look like. So this one that we draw here, I'm going to extend it. This line, this 10 inches, you have to extend it to the back. So we have front and back together. No joining. It doesn't have any joining. Then you come to this side too. You draw the same line like I did to the other side. Make sure you use your ruler. Don't use freehand like this one, please. So you mark 10 inches away like you did for that one. Can you see? So after marking, then you will now fold this one along this side like so. Watch what I'm doing. You will use your pin. If you don't use a very stiff fabric for this, you may not have that effect. And if you are using Ankara fabric for this, then you have to put a crinoline in here to give you that bouncy, to give you that very stiff effect. So this is it here. You fold it on it, you pin it down. You don't even need to pin it down, or you just sew it straight. I'll sew it, I'll come and show you. Don't worry. I'll go and sew it and show you. So if you want to sew it, I'm going to show you first. So if you want to sew it, just fold down like this. Fold it in like this on this edge. Fold it like so. Make sure you pick it very well. Fold it like so. And make sure it's tally with the 10 inches here. Look at the way I'm doing it. After folding it like so, fold it very well. Make sure you're very careful when you're doing this. Fold it in like so. Then you pin it. You want to sew that area. See the way I'm pinning it. Let me bring my pin to pin for you. So you fold this one in like so. It doesn't change anything. Just make sure your folding is like this. Your folding is like this. And you pick the cloth. I will show you on the other side when I finish picking. So this is it on the other side. Can you see it? So if you want to sew now, you just sew on this one straight like so. After sewing, then you can bend like this. You will bend it on the other line. Look at it. You will bend it on the other line. If you are using Ankara fabric, try to put crinoline. Even if it is just 2 inches one crinoline, you fix it inside. I will show you the crinoline that you are going to put in there. Let me sew it and show you how it will look like. It will look like. So, can you see? I finished sewing it. You can see the marking here. See, if you fold it on it, that means if this thing is 10 inches, from here to here is 10 inches, that means you are going to fold it in by 5 inches, then you sew. Do you understand now? Then can you see? So even though we have not finished sewing it, you can see the shape here. Can you see it? See the shape? Please see the shape that we are looking for. It's already here. So let's continue from there. So for the neck, this is what you are going to do. You are going to fold your fabric into two like so. The neck area, you're going to fold it into two. Fold it equally into two. Then from this place, you will start marking 2 inches. You mark 2 inches down to your. This is what I did. I fold it into two. Let me do it again. See, this is the gown. This is the full gown here. Then you open it up like so. Can you see? You open it up like so. Then you fold. You open it up like this. You open it up. The full gown. Then you fold like so. After folding, see, so you fold like that. Then you're going to mark 2 inches all around to your gown length. So I'm going to mark all the 2 inches now. I'm using freehand. Please use this thing. Just mark the way that sleeve is going. Please mark the way it is going. Then you go straight from here, like so. Can you see? So then you are going to cut it out. Cut out this part. See the way I'm cutting it. You can see that I'm trying to bend my hand here to give it that straight effect, and then you curve it around this area. So this is it. This is how it will look like. This is how it will look like after cutting. Then you will now go and bring another fabric. I don't want to use this same fabric to show you. I will cut an Ankara fabric. You know, we remove 2 inches from here. You understand? Now, if you want to cut that Ankara fabric, the fabric that you are going to use to tape this, you have to add ½ inch allowance to it, because you are going to be using ½ inch to sew it. Or you add 1 inch, because you are going to be taking ½ inch here. You are going to be taking ½ inch from the Ankara. You add 1 inch to it so that you can replace your. Although you don't even need it, you can leave it at 2.5 because this is a boubou gown. So, although I don't want it to affect the back, so you add 1 inch to it so that the back and the front will be equal. Because if you add ½ inch to the Ankara, that means the back will be bigger than the front. So add 1 inch to it so that the back and the front can be equal. So you are going to be cutting Ankara. Let me bring the Ankara and cut it for you so that you can see what I'm trying to do here. So to know the length of Ankara to cut, you are going to measure this from your gown length round. You're going to measure it straight, then you measure like so. You're going to measure it round. After you measure it, that is the length of the Ankara. The width will be 3 inches. 3 inches by the length that you measured. That is it. So I've cut out a very long strip. You should cut out the strip. It doesn't need to have joining. Don't join it. Okay, you should not join it. You should continue the way that neck is. So what I'm going to do now is to fold it in half. The long strip, you have to fold it in half, like so. Fold it in half. You are going to sew in the middle. Sew it in the middle like this. I will sew it and I will come and show you what I'm trying to say. So this long strip, we are not going to cut it in the middle. We are not going to cut it in the middle. It will be a very long strip like this. So it will be a very long strip like this one. So after you might have cut, you are going to sew it in the middle like so. After sewing, I will come and show you what it looks like. So here is it. I sew it in the middle. You sew it in the middle. Make sure you use your iron to press it to get the middle. Then you sew in between. You understand? And before you sew, bring this neck here. Make sure you measure it from here like so. You measure it round. When you get to here, whatever you have to leave that opening from here to whatever measurement you have. You know, this is a small fabric. I can't tell you the amount of weight. Anyway, let me check for you. You measure around like so. You measure it round. I have 10 inches here. So then I'll place it. That will be divided by 2, you understand? Because it's going to be like this. So that will be divided by, that is 5 inches. So you start from here to measure your 5 inches. 10 inches divided by that is 5. You measure your mark, then you mark. That's where you are going to stop sewing. You are going to start your sewing from. Then you are going to sew it to the end in the middle. So you are going, after sewing it in the middle like this, then you fold it back. Like so. See the way I'm folding it? Can you see? It will give you something like this. And this is the neck here. So you will bring this one here. So I'm going to sew it on it. You sew it on it. You sew it. You start from this place. You can start it from the down here. Then you sew it around it to the end. I'll go and sew it. I'll come and show you what it looks like. So here is it. I've joined the neck. I notched the middle of this gown. Then I notched the stripe. I notched the middle so that I can have equal length for the two. So I notched it. Then I place it. I sew it round. Can you see the neck? So then this place, see the way I sew this? This is sleeve opening here. Can you see it? So let me turn it around so that we can see what we have been doing so far. So here is it. If you see someone that can wear this, then you will be able to see the fitting very well. So, and if you wash, you will see that it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So just that if somebody wear it, this one will pack like this, and this one will pack like this. Can you see it? So here is the middle, and here is the gown. Can you see it? So here is it. So this is what we're very particular about, this thing here. So that's what we're particular about. That is it here. So if they wear it, this is how it will stand. Can you see? So that is it. That is how it's going to stand, like that. Then you fix your buttons. Then you fix your buttons. Fix your buttons. Fix your buttons. And that's all. So we've come to the end of this class. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I uploaded a new video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.